948, and I am here with Thank God It's Finished, TGIF. I don't feel like I knit that much this week. I actually know for a fact that from Sunday, I didn't knit Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I knit a little bit on Thursday and a little bit today. So, I don't have that much to show, but then I have a few things to show. So we'll jump right into it. Update on Seth. There's not much. He healed well from his procedures. As always, go over to the blog and check out what's going on there. He's home right now. I've been getting seeing a lot of smiley pictures, which is nice. Life stuff. If you've been watching Vitas, you know pretty much life stuff. Not too much going on. Just busy with everyday stuff. And yeah, so let's get into the crafting. We'll start with finished objects. Nothing has their ends woven in, but they're still done, in my opinion. Anyway, first thing I finished was Mr. G's memory vest. And I knit it out of this yarn, which I got the first time I went to Webb's. It is Plymouth Select DK Superwash Merino. It's a gray color. The color was 1118. We bought a bag of it when we were there for a vest for Kristen. And then she couldn't decide which vest she wanted, so it sat for a while. But I finished Mr. G's Memories vest. Awesome, awesome, awesome pattern. I enjoyed every single second of it. Dare I say, even the seaming. I did not mind the seaming, and I did a really good job seaming. I think it's because I didn't have to seam shoulders. But let me show you. Like I said, I haven't woven in the ends. Kristen's tried it on. Fits perfectly, and I haven't washed it since seaming it. But I'm going to try and hide all the threads. I love it. I would totally knit this again. Here it is. Look at that. Look at that. She was worried when I was knitting it that the V was going to be super deep, but the ribbing is on and it fits like a glove. It's a little wrinkly now because it's been in my bag. So let me show you these seams. Let me show you these seams. Look at that. Do you know where it is? I can see it, but just barely. It's in the stockinette section. It's over here. Ah, it's great. The hardest part I found was the shoulder seams, but I did a pretty good job, all things considered. I love it. I absolutely love it. And like I said, I would knit it again. I don't have the yarn to knit it right now, or I might actually cast on right away. It's beautiful. So that is in the back of my head to look. I do have to weigh this and figure out how much yarn I used because I don't know how many skeins I started with or used. So this is in the back of my head to keep on the lookout for a good deal for yarn to knit another one. It is beautiful, beautiful. This might be the proudest thing, the thing I'm most proud of ever knitting. I love it. Kind of want to knit one for myself, but so that's number one. Empty this project bag and put it away. What else did I finish? Well, I have an order for 15 coffee covers. Again, I haven't woven in the ends. I'm going to do it all at once. And I think I've got 11 so far. It's due June 1st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, I have 11. Just cotton. These go on the medium Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee or grande Starbucks coffee, iced coffee beverage. There's 2 of these. So I might try and bang out the last 4 this weekend. If not, I'll get it done early next week. Although maybe not early next week because my birthday. Yeah, so those are going pretty fast, which is nice. I'll be happy to get those in the mail super duper early for that person. And the other thing I finished were some bags. All of these bags are already listed in the shop, so if you're interested, head on over and see if they are still there. First one we have is a Hope bag, and this bag is lined with breast cancer ribbons, awareness ribbons. There are, at the time of recording, there were still some Golden Girls bags in the shop, and this time Golden Girls has inside a brown. I love this bag. I actually may keep one of these. I'm not sure. Harry and his friends. This still needs to be ironed, I can tell. But it has gray polka dots inside because it just looked nice together. And last but not least is this owl bag. And the interior on this is just some white on white neutral fabric. Really pretty. So those are, if you're interested, over on the Etsy shop. Link is down below. If not, that's okay too. I don't mind. That's all the finished objects I have. And I only have one whip. What is going on with me? I'm back to monogamy. I'm knitting a pair of socks out of Heritage Prints. And the color name is Dungaree. Not Dungaree. Denim. I hate the word Dungaree. Heritage Prints. Love this yarn. It's color number 7, which is denim, not dungaree. And I have the first sock done. And I love them. Love them, love them. I'm going to try and find another skein of this for someone. And I'm on the second sock. I have a gray stripe and then a variegated stripe, and then I start my toe. These are for Kristen. Kristen wears a size 10. I wear a size 5.5. It's a dramatic difference in the size of our socks. I love knitting socks though, so I don't mind. These will be done in just a little bit today, because I'm not working today. I took the day off. I'm going to take today off. Probably take tomorrow off unless there's something I want to do that leads to something for the shop. And Sunday's Easter, so I won't work on Easter. That is my only whip. That's my only whip. So, last week I asked you guys if I should knit Berlin or Moonlight Stroll. And I'm really still torn. It was about 50-50. I want to cast on a shawl. I may cast on one of the shawl kits I bought at the Green Mountain Fiber Festival, but I'm not sure. I want to cast on something that I could wear this spring. I don't know if these are springy enough. Anyway, so there's going to be a shawl on my needles before the end of the weekend. Guarantee you it's either going to be one of these as a brickless or one of the shawl kits I bought at Green Mountain Fiber Festival, which I showed you. Should I go get them again? Are they over here? No, they're over there. I'll go get them. Okay, so it's going to be either one of the Miss Babs as a brickless or one of the Dirty Water Dye Works kits. I'm leaning towards this one actually, or this one, or one of these. I can't decide, but before the end of the weekend, I will have a shawl on my needles. I promise. I promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Not really, but I promise. And what else am I going to cast on? Socks. I love knitting socks. I say it all the time. So I'm thinking of casting on these. Or I'm thinking of casting on these. Or there's just so many options. I just want to knit socks. I could cast on one of these. This is Easy Knits UK. This is Biscotti. What else could I cast on? Oh, there's these. The neon socks from Sarah. Oh, those would be pretty. Or I just could cast on everything. I could cast on these. Rock, paper, lizard Spock. Rock, paper, scissors, little lizard Spock. Or that's gonna be a shawl. Or I could cast on these. Or I could cast them all on. I could become Terry and knit one of every sock. I don't have enough sock needles. Anyway, so socks are next, and I'm excited about it. I'm really excited. It's warming up outside, although it's a little chilly right now, and I'm looking forward to sitting on the front porch when it's warm enough, and the sun porch when it's not, and knitting and spending time with the dogs and not really having to think about it. So that is next. That is next. Socks. And a shawl if I can make up my mind. When I make up my mind. I will cast on a shawl before the end of the weekend. Okay, that's enough blabbering from me. I hope you guys are all doing great and that you have a really awesome Easter. That is all I have for today, and until next time, bye guys.